Hey guys, I'm IzDaisho and I'm back playing some more Magic. Last time I was playing a minute ago, game just decided to close. I don't really know why, but I guess it was cool that it was in between games and not in the middle of a game. That would have been kind of annoying. That being said, it gives me a nice little stopping point, like 15 minutes in, so I can make a couple of videos. It was really just Magic 2015's way of telling me, you know what, IzDaisho, this video's done. You should make a new one. And I'll listen. So yeah, Goblin Rabble Master. That card is just so strong. Yeah, I know. This thing is still happening. I wish I could just click a button that says, oh, I feel like this is a subscriber. I feel like I wish I could just click a button and see, yes. If it was just a, it would just put me into the best game that I could join. Alright, so what do we got here? We got Foundry Street Denizen into Krenko's Command on the play with Shock backup. Again, the 4 lands is not ideal. I think I actually might be going to opt to take out the Stormbreath Dragon and probably a Paragon and drop in 2 cheaper cards, I don't know, or 3 cheaper cards because I want to take out a land. So he's going to be going for a Swamp. We'll see what he's got here, but yeah, 23 might be too many for this kind of deck because there's no card draw or anything like that. So I really need to not draw a lot of lands because I have no way of stopping that from happening, and I have pretty much nothing to use it for except for that 1 card in the deck, so that kind of doesn't make it worth it. But I don't want to have Stormbreath Dragon with only 22 because then there's going to be a lot of games where I draw Stormbreath Dragon and won't be able to get there. So here I'm just going to attack with both. Ooh, Hall of Triumph is a good one. The only problem is then he's just going to... Yeah, alright. Let's choose red. Okay, so... Let's go through the options. So if I attack with these 2, he's probably just going to trade. If I attack with all 3, he's going to attack back, and he's going to... Yeah, that's actually fine for me, because then the next turn I can shock something. Of course, if he plays a Johnny's Pride Mate, then I'm just kind of screwed. Okay, he's just going to trade anyway. Perfect. Alright, let's shift the turn. So he's down to 15, which is not so bad, and I've got very little to do in hand. I really need to draw some creatures at this point. Okay, so it looks like he's probably going to have some sort of removal spell or something. Drawing more lands, not where I want to be. But again, I mean, 23, you don't expect to draw this many lands. This is definitely bad on variance for me. But at the same time, it does happen. And it's not something that's completely out of range of being reasonable. So he's gonna be on this this mono black deck, which means that my deck should actually have a huge advantage considering he has a lot of 1-for-1 removal and I have a lot of creatures that so like right there I mean I get a 2-for-1 out of my Krenko's Command, so that's kind of what I'm trying to say is yeah, he's got another Tribute to Hunger. Okay, yeah, so I get a 2-for-1 out of my Krenko's Command. He had to use 2 Tribute to Hungers. I mean, I guess he gained some life on it, which is something, but yeah, a Goblin Rabble Master would have been really nice there. I would have been able to start attacking. His Tribute to Hunger wouldn't have done anything. He might have had another removal spell in that hand of his. He might have like an Ulcerate or something. There's a Radiant Fountain, so he's going to gain some life back. Bloodghast. That's fine. He can't block, so that seems like an interesting card for an interesting choice for the deck. Doesn't really. Maybe he's more of an aggro deck instead of a control deck. Yeah, it's got to be it. More lands. Alright, so let's keep on getting in there. My opponent still has 3 cards in hand, so very well could be another removal spell. Does not look like it, though. Gonna be able to get in for 3. I don't mind taking these hits. I feel like my deck's going to be faster than his. More Radiant Fountains. Alright. These things are just lands that tap for colorless and gain him 2 life when they enter. So, I mean, it's not a bad choice for a monocolored deck, because you probably don't need all those different... Oh god, that's not good. Alright, well, there's a Bushwhacker. It doesn't make any sense to hold on to it, so even though I'm probably just going to be hitting him with a 3/2 haste this turn, because one of them's going to die, it still makes sense to do so. But if he doesn't have anything, then I just whack him upside the head for 7, then that's kind of sweet. Awesome. I'm going to play out this land. Not much reason to. In fact, I probably should have just held that. Okay, so he's got a Runescar Demon here. And here is where I really could use some Goblin Rabble Mastering, maybe. I don't even know. This is looking bad. Because next turn, if he's got another land in hand, he can just get a Grizzlebrand, and then he's going to be able to gain a bunch of life and not going to be able to come back. So I guess I'm looking for like Goblin Shortcutter here. I don't really know. Maybe another Bushwhacker? Yeah. Because if he blocks this thing, then I can actually just shock that to death. Alright. That's a thing. This is indeed a thing. But now I need to think of my outs. So these guys are only going to be 2/2s next turn, so it's not like I'm just going to be able to shock him to death. He probably got Grizzlebrand or another Runescar Demon or something. So Raid Bombardment wouldn't help me. I think I just need to take this thing out, and I'll see what he got with his Runescar Demon next turn. But maybe he got like a reanimation spell. Ugh, that would be bad. If it was Rescue from the Underworld. Oh, he's just got another Runescar Demon. Okay, well, then that was definitely the right play. Well, depending on my draw, actually, it might not have been. So I'm not really sure what wins me the game here. Paragon doesn't do it. It only gets him down to 2. Rabble Master does some work. I mean, yeah, that also will get him down to 1. And then perhaps kill him the next turn. He still has 4 cards in hand. Those Radiant Fountains are really coming in handy here. Arsonist. It's not terrible. I think I do just push this damage through while I can. Just in case I do draw a Raid Bombardment next turn. Or even a shock, because this thing will at least get in for 1 damage. Alright, let's see what you got. I mean, if I were him, I probably would have found some sort of life gain with that card. I don't know. I don't know what it could be, but I just don't want to see a Grizzlebrand right here. That would be very, very bad. I'm not sure. I guess I would have to draw Goblin Shortcutter, and even that wouldn't get there. Covenant of Blood. Okay, so he did opt for the life gain here. So I don't think I can win this one anymore. He's just gonna probably hold this thing back. Yeah, I think I might attack there. I basically have to draw Stormbreath Dragon, and even that doesn't work. Yeah, I think I just attack there. There's not really any threat. Finally, I draw the Raid Bombardment, so if he didn't get that, then I actually would have had him. That being said, I don't think that there's anything that wins me the game here, and playing that out right now doesn't do anything. Unless I draw Stormbreath Dragon next turn and he attacks with this, but he's not going to attack with that. Indulgent Tormentor. Okay, he might actually attack with that now, but Raid Bombardment, playing that still wouldn't win me the game, so. Okay, we got one more draw here. I don't think that there are any cards that win me the game. More Hall of Triumph. Okay, well, that was a really good game. Let's choose green for this one, and then kill the white one, or the red one. Nice. And then raid bombardment. GG. Continue. How do I get rid of this? There we go. And then he gets to do that. I'll take 3 damage. Boom. What now? How are you going to kill me now? So that didn't work out, but I think that I had a particularly bad draw at the beginning of the game. He was just able to... So what should have happened is he would have been way behind on tempo because he used Tribute to Hunger twice, so 6 mana, to get rid of my 2 mana investment in my Krankos command. So if I had been able to pile onto the board at that point, then I think I would have actually done a lot better. But because I drew all my lands at the beginning and then started drawing my spells towards the end, that it didn't work out. Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and alter this deck a little bit. Unfortunately, it takes like 7 steps to get to it, and I have way too many decks, so... Alright, so let's edit this deck a little bit and try and figure out something good to do here. So, we want these two. I mean, like, I could toss a Satyr Hoplite in there, but he doesn't really do anything on his own. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, I could play a Seismic Strike, but that doesn't even go upstairs. I'd much rather play, like, a Bolt of Kyranos or something. It looks like my only real option, unfortunately... I mean, is there Bronze Sable in this game even? I wouldn't rather have Bronze Sable than the other thing. So without splashing another color, which I don't think I want to do, like I can play Bolt of Kyranos, but I thought I wanted more creatures. I think honestly Blasting Station might just be better than Hall of Triumph. I don't know. Let's get rid of Stormbreath and one of these Paragons and one of these lands. And let's toss in 1, 2 of these and a Bolt of Kyranos. And we'll see how this works out. I'm not crazy about Blood Crazed Neonate, pun intended, but oh, maybe I do want... Yeah, I think I want the second Blasting Station instead of the second... Oh yeah, it was already equipped. Instead of the second Hall of Triumph. Or maybe actually I want one Trumpet Blast thing. What's that called? Trumpet Blast. Yeah. Because the more immediate damage, even though it's only for 1 turn, I think is a little bit better. Fury of the Bitten is an interesting one. I don't think that'll quite get there. Come on, come on, come on, man! Just do what I want for once. Is that a setting? I think that might be a setting. But we'll see. I think I need to set settings. Quick Duel. Online.